Hello, everybody. How are you all doing today? Well, today's topic is postponement. Have you had scenarios where you have wanted to do something, but then something else, something more interesting, caught your eye and you went ahead and did that instead? We all do it from time to time. Like right now, there's a lot of cleaning to be done in the house, but I am going away, far away from that, and I am doing a story instead because I like it. This is typically how we all are. But this story, the characters in this story that I'm going to talk to you about, are not necessarily like that. But let's see it. Let's see the story and then you can decide for yourself. So, long, long time ago, far, far away, in the land of Kurukshetra, there lived. Was it Kurukshetra? I'm not sure. Which land did Yudhistira rule? Was it also? I think it was Kurukshetra also. Well, Yudhistira was the king, and he was ruling this place. He was a great king. Yudhishthira, his other name was also Dharmaraja, or somebody who was so virtuous that he made sure that everybody in his kingdom was taken care of. People were not unhappy or anything. Everyone had everything, and every morning Yudhishthira met his people. Like people from far and wide came and they consulted him, they took his advice for various different problems that they had, or asked for charity. If they needed money or gold or whatever, they came to him and he gave it. So basically he was really good at taking care of his people. Right, so Yudhishthira had four other brothers as well. There was Arjuna, there was Bheema, there was Nakula and Sahadeva. Now Bheema was outside. He was just taking a stroll outside, and he, was watching the palace gates. There was this old man who went up. Aloha, Jeremy. There was this old man who went into the palace but then came back out very quickly, and this man looked very disappointed. So Bhima was like, everybody comes out happy usually. How come this man is coming out unhappy? Okay, let's go and check. So he goes and he talks to this man and he says, why, what happened? What makes you sad? So he says, well, I needed this, such and such. But Dharmaraja has said, please come back tomorrow and then I will give it to you. So Bhima is like quite confused. He says, what? My brother has actually postponed doing something good for somebody? That's odd. That's not like the, Dharmaraja that I know. What's going on? Let's go check. So he says, all right, okay. And he goes. And what does Bhima do? He thinks for a minute and he gets an idea. And he says, okay, now this is an opportunity. This is what I'm going to do. So he goes. And back in those days, they had huge drums. These drums were kept outside near the palace gates, but they were never struck. If you strike that drum, it means there is trouble. Somebody is in grave difficulty and they're asking for help. So Bhima goes and he starts drumming, dong, 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 dong. And he goes on and on and on, drumming, 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 until everybody comes out. Draupadi was their wife, right? So Draupadi, who was getting dressed in the dressing room, she heard the drums and she said, God knows what's going on, let's come. Arjuna, who was taking care of all the inventory of all the weapons, he said, what's going on? Let me go check. So he comes out. Nakula and Sahadeva, they were known as the best horsemen. So they were in the stables tending to all the horses. They came out. So everybody comes out, and Dharmaraja also says, something is going on outside. Let me go and check what is going on. And so he also comes. And even then, Bhima is still going dong, 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 dong. He doesn't stop gonging. So then says, okay, fine, what should I do? Then Dharmaraja taps on his shoulder and says, come on, Bhima, stop. We're all here. Tell us, what is it? What is going on? Why are you beating the special drum? Why are you sounding that? Now Bhima's opportunity. Bhima starts laughing first, and then he says, come on, everybody. My brother, congratulate him for his amazing victory. Now Yudhishthira is like, what? What victory is he talking about? I didn't even get out of the palace today. What is Bheema talking about? And Bheema goes on and on. Come on, come on. Such amazing victory. He has conquered something. And Yudhishthira is still confused. So he says, Bheema, what are you talking about? What victory? I have not even stepped out of the court today. I've not even stepped out of the palace today. So what do you mean victory? Victory over what? Or who? So then Bheema says, my brother has got victory or victory over death himself, the Lord of death. Now Yudhishthira is even more confused. He said, what is Bheema talking about? He says, look, there was this Brahmin who came asking for charity today. He wanted this because he had a need. He came asking, and what did you do? You said, come back tomorrow, which means not only do you know that you are going to be alive tomorrow, you also know that the Brahmin is going to be alive tomorrow, which means you have won over God of death himself. Immediately, Yudhishthira recognizes, oh my, there's always this uncertainty. Nobody knows how long we are going to be here. But if you postpone doing that good, what good is that, right? So Yudhishthira immediately recognizes, and he takes the Brahmin back home meaning back into the palace, honors him, gives him whatever he wanted, and then gets him going. And the Brahmin is also so happy. The old man is so happy. He thanks Bheema and he thanks Yudhishthira and says Jai, and he goes about his business, right? So how many of us do this? My father-in-law, his name was Srinivasan, very sweet man, very pious man. The first time we met, I remember him saying the words Subhasya Sheegram, meaning whatever you want to do, especially good deeds, you must do right away without postponing. That is the whole message from the story. Yeah. So, because our mind is very tricky. Gurudev always says this. He, in fact, quotes this instance where there was satsang, and the satsang was over. Many people came and left, and Gurudev had already gone to bed. But then suddenly, way past bedtime, so like 10:30, 11 o'clock or something, this old lady, comes knocking at the door. Gurudev opens the door and says, how come you're here? We just saw in satsang. How come you're back? So immediately she says, Guruji, I wanted to give you this donation check. So here you go, take it. Because who knows what my mind will tell me or how it will change, how my thoughts will change once I reach home. So I came right back saying when I wanted to do it, I will do it right away. So he always says this, and it stays with me also. So whenever any good task is there in front of you, you must go ahead and do it right away. So that's the message. I will sign off and I'll go back to the cleaning that awaits me. That's the thing I need to go look after right now. So I'm going to sign off. I will see you tomorrow. Shubhada, hi. Kaveri, thanks for watching. Hi Ram, hi Chandarji. Everybody, thank you for joining me today. And I will see you again tomorrow. Bye.